What if I told you that investing one dime could yield you $4,000? If you want to find out how, stay tuned. That's right, folks, no BS. A 10 cents investment can yield you up to $4,000, maybe even more on the return. And that's marketing. That's as cheap as it can possibly get, next to word of mouth. You're probably asking yourself, how is this even possible? It's all about the power of the business card magnets. And this is what yours should look like if you want it to be effective. I'm about to show you some examples of those that have been less effective or just way too contrived to pull people in. This is the first one ever and my least favorite ever. Don't know if you can read the fine print there, but it basically says, I will cut your yard for $25. Big time mistake from a small time business mind. And I made the cardinal sin of putting that bad boy, the image of it, on Craigslist. Needless to say, my phone rang off the hook. They had my butt driving all around Metro Richmond, trying to make that 25 bucks. Mercy. Next one came in the following year because that year didn't last very long due to mechanical failures and just pure bonehead moves. So in year 2, this is my leaf removal card. And I thought I would appeal with a nice pretty picture to the ladies of the house because they're usually the ones that make the decisions. And where I went wrong is there's too much verbiage here. I don't know about you, but if I see a lot of words, I tend to put something down. What was even worse was the postcard. It was like a short story. The problem with this one was all the main information that you need in order to get on board was kind of obscured. The name of the company was not bold or large. The phone number kind of was, but the message and the offerings were not. And people need to make quick decisions, read it quickly, and get on board quickly. They don't need to be wasting time looking at something. Ain't nobody got time for that. Next up, kept the same font. Starting to look a little better. But there's things about this one I don't like as well. It's multiple fonts, and once again, it was just way too much verbiage at the bottom and kind of small. Some folks need glasses to read things. Ooh, that's much better, just like me. This is a better one for leaf removal. Once again, it's the cool guy image, but then you have a different font here, different font here, different font here, and different font down there. You want one main font. And the offerings, it's a good call to action. What I was offering was weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Trying to get people on board, not to just say, oh, I want the one-time cleanup, which I don't know about you guys, but I hate doing those. You can always get yourself into a mess with them, and you end up doing 6 years worth of leaf removal for about 200 or 250 bucks. Not good. Hit me up at bb@yardenvyva.com. That'll go straight to my website and email address, and we can talk that way. But I'm not going to answer any calls from out of state. That's for sure. You can guarantee that. Now, since I've given you some examples of my cards, some that were effective and not effective and yet to be seen as how effective they are, let me explain to you the price point. So you get your business card for about 3 cents from Vistaprint. And the magnet that sticks to the back is roughly about 55 to 65 bucks for 1,000. So you add those two together, you're somewhere between 9 cents and a dime per card. Now, that said, for every card that you put out there, you're not going to get one person. Typically, you get one, and if you're lucky, 2 for every 100 that you put out. So once again, this one is effective. Yard Envy, my company, that just stands out at you. And then of course there's the phone number there and the email down there. And I'm cool with texting or calling or emailing. I have put that on other cards, but I didn't put it on this one because 9 times out of 10, if they're a texter, they're just going to text you anyway, and that's cool. So that's why you need to put out thousands of these things. So for me, 1,000 costs between 90 and 100 bucks. That's money well spent, because just one of these bad boys made me $4,000 last year. And that's 10 cents equals $4,000. Not bragging, that was an excellent client. Most of my clients, I get about $1,000 revenue for each one. This upcoming year, I'm shooting for $2,000 per client, and I'll tell you how to do that in another video. Go on Amazon, get you those magnetic business cards. I'll try to include a link. I'm not that sophisticated, but I will try to provide that below. Now, you're going to have to get some help building these things. What I like to do is get some of my kids to peel the label off and then hand to me, and then I stick the card to the magnet because, well, I'm awesome at it and they're not. And actually they go about the same pace as I do. Now it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's one kid to me. As soon as they have one peeled, I'm ready. So, I mean, we can go through 100 in no time. And you're going to get, like I said, 1 to 2 for every 100. So if you hand out 1,000, you just got yourself 10 to 20 new clients. So if you're new, you want to grow to like 30, 40, I don't know what your needs are, but you know, get you 2,000. It can't hurt nothing. I mean, it's 180 to 200 bucks. And that's money well spent, guys, because when you're starting out or you're small time or you're part time, yes, I have a website and it does come up pretty quickly on Google, but most of my business comes from referrals or these cards. I tried postcards and I've tried mailing them through the post office, and so results. With the business cards, I get great results. And if you're getting like 5 per 100, you're doing rock star levels of returns. Now here's a bonus tip. When you order Vistaprint, don't order 1,000 cards, order 500 cards. And check out. Hopefully you get some kind of deal on them, like 20% off. I'll tell you one that you can use is Thanks20 with no space. Thanks20, you get 20% off. So you get your 500 cards, and as soon as you make that purchase, that 500 will be, I don't know, like 25 bucks, 20 bucks. And then they add on the shipping and handling and all that stuff and tax. Sometimes you get free shipping, which is awesome. But make your purchase immediately before you leave the page. You'll say, hey, you want another 500 for $9.99? And you say, yes, I do actually. And then you get 1,000 for 35 bucks. Hope this shoestring budget business card marketing plan is successful for you this year. If you want to put your name and owner or president or CEO or god of mowing on the front of your card, you can do so. It's not really necessary. Some people, it helps them feel important. I did it on a few. I had a separate business card for myself other than any kind of marketing campaign I was running, like whether it be spring cleanup, leaf removal, fertilization, aeration and seeding, or mowing. That's typically what I put on these things. It's a seasonal offering. But then I had one with just my, let's see if I have one in the truck here. I had one with just my name on it. No, but here's another example. Here's another example of some of the stuff I do. This one's kind of plain Jane, but I did kind of like it. Sometimes less is more, guys. On my favorite one, the one I have now, it's 3 colors. It's bold. And it's actually the decal that I'm throwing on my enclosed trailer this year. I'm doing away with the magnetic signs. I'm going big time, y'all. So I hope this was helpful to you. If anybody else knows of some great ideas, share them, comment. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye. We're going to start with, well, hail. So back to this year's. Same image, one font, tells you what we're doing. Fertilization, aeration, seeding, and turf maintenance. Yes, that's my phone number. Please don't call. If you want to correspond on the email address, by all means, man, hit me up on the email. Yeah, it's easy for me to say.